What do you think was most secret? A campaign for the Avengers or the Game of Thrones latest season?
I don't know. It's interesting. I mean, I think we went to the same lengths to protect the storytelling, and the secrets of the storytelling.
So actors didn't know what the whole script
No
is.
question. I mean, it makes it easier for everyone involved, including them, if they don't know all of the information, and they don't have to because they're not all in the same storylines. So in Infinity War, Thor does not need to know what Captain America is up to because they're in completely different storylines from most of the movie. So Hemsworth would read his character's scenes, and Chris Evans would read his scenes, and it kept information compartmentalized.
Is it true that at some point Tom Holland had to act opposite no one, and he did
Tom Holland doesn't even get his lines. We just stand there and we yell them at him while he's acting. That's why we had to kill him off. He can't, and he can't keep a secret.
There were so many characters dying in the previous installment. Who do you think delivered the most cinematic death on the big screen?
I mean, I think the audience would probably tell you that Peter Parker did, so Tom Holland. It's just heartbreaking to watch a kid deal with that. And I think that's what broke everyone's hearts.
Well, also, Robert Downey Jr. was very involved in that moment, and I think that was, of all the deaths, you really had two people going through that moment together. And I think that was very effective.
And speaking of people offset, you have so many different personalities, and you working together. Does it help, or do people clash, or how do you organize that process?
I think everybody's so look, all of us feel so privileged to be working on this material and to be working together, that everyone is always bringing. These are hard movies to make. They're complicated, just on a logistical level. But like you said, there's a lot of people involved, so everybody knows that it requires a very positive collaborative energy. You have to bring your best collaborative energies to the table in order for these movies to be the best they can and go well. So, and everybody does that. Everybody rises to that challenge, and it's an amazing environment where everybody's really there just feeding each other, so we can all do our best work.
Who's the ultimate sweetheart in the film set? 6 a.m. Who can brighten up?
Well, I mean, Robert's always got energy, and he's always charismatic and charming, and he's great to the crew, and he's a great leader. I don't think anyone in the film business works harder than Robert Downey.
You've done Arrested Development, haven't
That's
you?
right. Yeah.
Do you think you could do a sitcom spin-off with Robert Downey Jr.?
We've always joked with him about doing a comedy. His comedy instincts are incredible. So
who else would you take from the cast to a comedy?
Everybody. I mean, it's currently we're producing a movie with Chadwick, one with Chris Hemsworth. We're about to direct a movie with Tom Holland. So we love all this cast like family.
It's going to be a very different one for Tom Holland, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
He will be playing
It's called Cherry. It's
somebody with PTSD.
Yeah.
Young Iraq veteran who comes home with PTSD and gets hooked on OxyContin, and then that leads to a heroin addiction. It's sort of a treatise on the opioid.
It's a very different,
yeah.
It's a different story. Some of the fans ask me that, obviously, Thanos, he's all about balance, and he isn't has to destroy 50% of everything alive, right? And the fans seem to spend at least half of their time talking, watching Marvel shows, and they're wondering, are they wasting their time and procrastinating, or is that Thanos and his fault that this is happening?
Thanos is snapping away half of their lives.
Yes.
I mean, it's great that the fans are always so engaged with the material. These movies are designed with a dense mythology. There's a lot there. There's a lot of storytelling there. We spend a lot of time in writing rooms, trying to figure out how to make it more layered and dense. And I think also, the notion of long-form storytelling, which takes place over a decade and is interwoven among 11 franchises, is so ambitious that it's never been done before on this scale. That I just think that it becomes increasingly attractive to people who want a real emotional investment in characters over a period of time. Game of Thrones is very similar in that regard.
Yeah.
That's why these have very
passionate followings.
Yeah, yeah. You brought people back to the cinemas. And to wrap it up, the question that pops up on Google search as long as I type in the Russo brothers. Why did they kill Loki? Why, oh why?
I know, it
seems to be the
most talked about thing that we did in that movie.
Forget that we killed
Half the characters in the universe.
Yeah, for some reason.
the Loki
yeah.
fans.
They're really upset.
We should point out that we did not kill Loki. Thanos killed Loki. And Loki kind of made his own bed with Thanos. You know, that character had a complicated road, and he was responsible for a lot of those choices that he made. So
He brought it onto himself.
Yeah, but he died a hero.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you very much.
just